if you look, a person, one of the main things, there's different reasons why a person gets a Metzorah, the sarat. And one of the things is, we'll say is the main one we know, everybody knows, is Lashon Hara. You speak the truth about somebody. What's Lashon Hara? You speak the truth. Some people, they say, oh, it's the truth. It's the truth. I know, that is Lashon Hara. If it wasn't the truth, that would be Motzi Shem Ra. So it's worse if it's not the truth. So it's truth, it's still Lashon Hara. Now, what's the deen? The deen is, after Metzorah is being pure, we take two birds, right? And we purify them by shechting one, and we take the other one. We hold a piece of cedar and a piece of hyssop. We tie them together with a red string, and we sprinkle with some blood over we dip it in blood and we sprinkle it on the Metzorah. Then that's one of the process of it becoming tahor. There's a Rashi that says that why are we taking the hyssop, a small little grass that's being tied together, dipped in the blood, and to sprinkle it on the Metzorah? And the answer is that what we're trying to do is, we're trying to teach the person speaking Lashon Hara to be humble. You have to humble yourself and not talk about people. So therefore, just like that hyssop is very short, it's humble, so you have to be humble. But the question is, why do we hold the cedar with it? Cedar is very big, it's very tall, it's one of the greatest trees. The answer is because even though your person has to be humble, you have to understand humility is in a way where you also have to know your values. You also have to know your qualities. Like we know very famously by Moshe. Moshe had to know that he was the most humble man in the world, because it says in the Torah. So how can he be humble and at the same time know he is the greatest Navi that ever was created in the world, and be humble at the same time? The answer is very simple. That humility doesn't mean you have to be everything. Humility means that I know all my talents that I'm doing is all coming from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everybody has talents. No matter who you are out there, you have talents. You have great qualities. And those qualities, when you apply them and you succeed in doing it, you attribute it back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You understand? That's exactly why we're taking the cedar. We're taking the cedar, we're showing the person, you have to be humble. Of course you have to be humble. But just know your values. So how do you know your values and be humble at the same time? Just know all the gifts that you're having, all the accomplishments that you did, is all coming from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yes, we have to do our full hishtadlut. We have to do our full force in doing whatever you have to do. But at the end result, when it comes out, whatever it is, you have to understand at that point, that is all the success given from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And this is the great lesson that we learned from this week's Parashat Shavua.